Hey everybody, I'm David with Bolivar Live, and we do this show every Thursday at 3:30. Bands on Bolivar, so you know exactly who's playing where and when here on the Upper Texas coast. And the great news today, we're going to add in, going to start doing some interviews with some of the local musicians and bands that play down here. And I'm happy to say that today we're going to do a little talk with Michael Farrell during the show. And so let's take a look. And every week we do this show, like I said, at 3:30, and it's a way that you can look and see who's playing where and when down here. Plus, we also have a look ahead so that if you need to make reservations, maybe reserve a home, find you an RV spot for a band that's coming down here, you can. You can always look on our website at BolivarPeninsulaTexas.com. And we have a full list of music. In fact, music's going through Labor Day into September, middle of September, and maybe even into November soon. And so we try and let you know ahead of time who's playing where, when, and give you a way that you can plan your vacation, maybe a weekend getaway, or when you want to come down here. Let's look at this week's shows and see who's playing where and when here on the Upper Texas coast, Bolivar Peninsula. Have Blake Stickler taken off at Jose's on, looks like, Thursday night, the 3rd. And then Two Broke Chicks is karaoke at Stingery. And I tell you what, I love watching the kids get up and get involved with this. Vacation's been going on down here, and we still have a little bit of vacationers down here, but it's great to see families come in on the dock of the bay and kids get up and belt their heart out. So anyway, then on the 4th, we've got Scott McGill, and Scott McGill's a Southeast Texas favorite. In fact, he plays all the time at Jose's, puts on a great show, and is really a great musician. And then Pop Gun at Camp Margaritaville on Friday night. And they're a local band that's been playing Southeast Texas and play a lot of venues down here. So, and then on Stingery on Friday night, you have Michael Farrell. In fact, we had a chance to talk to Michael a little bit this week, and I've known him for years now and watched him evolve. And let's listen to what he has to say on his music, what influenced him, and a new band they've put together. Here with Michael Farrell, and if you went to our birthday party the other night, my 60 years of breathing celebration, Michael opened for Jamie Bergeron. And man, Michael, I've watched you over the last 6 to 8 years that I've known you just really take off and evolve. You said you've been playing for 10 years. You're a local boy, High Island, born and raised, aren't you?
Yes, sir.
Well, you can't get any more local down here than that. Who's some of your influences, as you started to evolve and stuff, and you've come a long way over the last 6-8 years that I've been watching you. Who's some of your influences?
Yeah, so, I've been playing music on and off since I was a kid, always want to learn how to play the guitar, and back when I was younger, before I even learned to play the guitar, Mom had an old tape recorder, had an old microphone, and you could, sing to the music or whatever. And I used to put old Dwight Yoakam tapes in there and sit in the bedroom and just, act like I was at a concert singing for people. I always wanted to do it. And 10 years ago, my first gig was at Stingery Restaurant and Marina. And Brad had called me up, and he was like, "What are you doing?" And I just bought me a PA system. I just started singing on the mic because
were your knees knocking when you got up there?
Sir?
Were your knees knocking when you got on
stage? Yes, sir. Yeah, I was nervous. I was nervous for sure. I didn't have enough music down, nor did I had to practice playing live for that many people. You know what I mean? So he had called me up and was like, "Hey, man, I got canceled on me. I need some music." And I said, "Well, man, I'm on my way." So I just went down there and did what I could. And
you did an awesome job. In fact, you didn't hesitate when I called you and said, "Hey, we're having a birthday party on Thursday night. Can you come open for Jamie? I'll be there." And we're there early, ready to go. So
here recently, you know, they were like, hey, man, why don't you get a band together? You know, people were hitting around. You need to get you a band. And so I met up with Brian Simmons, which is a very good drummer down there from the beach. And we met up with him. He's got a friend of his, Mr. Paul Schultz out of Nederland. And he's our bass player. And we've played like 4 shows together so far.
You played last night or Wednesday night at Stingery, and you're playing Friday night at Stingery. Are you going to have the full band Friday night at Stingery?
Yeah, so we plan on having the full band Friday night at Stingery.
Well, how can people get hold of you if they want to book you for a show?
And my phone number is 409-223-8756.
Well, great. Thanks for joining us today, and thanks for staying local. And you. Well, as you can see, Michael's come a long way, and I tell you what, I've watched him, like I said, evolve over the years, and really enjoy his shows. And he's come and putting together the band together, and we can't wait to see him. So, anyway, then the Cajun Piano Man's playing on the 5th at Stingery Restaurant. And it's a big weekend, Saturday night, the 5th. Roger Kreger is at Camp Margaritaville, and we've been had this on our show as a look ahead. But Roger sent us a little message. Let's listen in.
Hey, folks, I want to let you know, August the 5th, I will be right here in Crystal Beach, Texas. We'll be down at the Camp Margaritaville RV Park for a concert Saturday night, August the 5th. Come to the beach. Get a margarita, come hang with us, man. It's going to be great.
Well, there you can see he's ready to come down here and play. You know, he got rained out at the Crab Fest last year, and we saw him this year. We saw him the year before at Stingery Restaurant and put on a phenomenal show. In fact, packed the house. Remember, you can get your tickets online at Camp Margaritaville, crystalbeach.com. You can get them at the gate the night of the show this Saturday night, and I can tell you we're going to be down there watching him perform. He always puts on a great show. And then you have Don Hayes on Sunday the 6th at Jose's. On the 7th, on Monday, you have at Larry Tillery, and Larry plays every Monday at Jose's, puts on a great show. And always look forward when I stop by there to listening to him for a little bit. I always sit down. Now, let's take a look ahead. These are some shows that are coming up that you want to know about because they're awesome performers. And so one of them's local, actually, from Winnie, so that you can make plans. We've got the Teague Brothers Band coming to Camp Margaritaville on the 11th. And then we've got a great show coming, Pat Green to Camp Margaritaville, and the Powell Brothers will be opening for him, and so we're looking forward to that. And winding down the year, summer season all the time, or every year that I can remember, is Larry Joe Taylor. And so that'll be at Stingery Restaurant, and I tell you what, he always puts on a great show. If you've seen or been to his music festival, great singer-songwriter, and always a show that I attend and enjoy on the dock of the bay there at Stingery Restaurant. Remember, Bands On Bolivar is every Thursday at 3:30 so that you can plan ahead your weekend and see who's coming to play on here on the upper Texas coast on our 27 miles of paradise in the near future in our look ahead. You can always go to our website at www.bolivarpeninsulatexas.com and look under live music. And we have everything playing down here listed by date, the band, and the location, so you can plan ahead and find your favorite band or maybe find a new favorite band. So we're going to head on out. Hope you enjoy the show. We'll see you this weekend starting tonight at a venue here on Bolivar Peninsula. Listen to the live music. Until next time, I'm David with Bolivar Live. Y'all have a great day, great week. Come see us. God bless. And we'll see you at a live music show here on the upper Texas coast. God bless, and bye-bye.